Yes, you see this right, Twitch chat and YouTube. It is 3 a.m. No, I haven't slept, but I was very upset about the first challenge of today, so why not play a second challenge? Also, I can't sleep, so. All right. As you can tell, I'm cold. That's because it's cold outside. It's like 8 degrees, which is almost 0 degrees if you're a Celsius person. Freedom units. Learn them. Or actually, don't learn them. They're really stupid. But, yes, earlier today, played Magic, sucked at Magic. My deck was too hard for my small brain. So today, I have concocted no thinking, only comboing. It's like a 2-card Monty Painter Servant Grindstone deck, but no workshops. Just Ancient Dooms versus Sagas, 5-color lands. You know, little white cards, little blue cards, some black cards, a pile of red cards, and even some green cards. So, yeah, if you want reasoning on why I did the things I did, there's not that much reasoning. Previous experience with the archetype has led me to this position. I think. Maybe not. I don't know. I made it like a long time ago. By a long time ago, I mean multiple hours ago. Right. I just told chat, if we win round 1, I'll have an energy drink. If we lose round 1, I will not have an energy drink. And if we lose 2 rounds, I'm going to bed. No matter what point of the night we're in. Unless I have live for top 8, in which case I probably would not go to bed. But if I fall asleep in my chair, Twitch chat will wake me up. Probably. I don't know. All right, I'll see you in round 1. Okay, we made it to round 1. I'm still awake. My opponent is Lariwa, notable Golos Shops player. Golos Shops has fallen out of favor amongst the in crowd as of recently, but I don't believe that Lariwa has been playing recently, so it's possible that they are still on Golos. This hand has like turn 1 Grindstone Demonic for Painter, and then I can blast something, so I mean, it's probably not good against Sphere Resistance. Even then, I guess it is okay against Sphere Resistance. I don't know, man. This is like my life, though. Like, no one plays Golos anymore. It's like a 1% metagame deck. And then I just my fucking opponent plays turn 1 Sorcerer Spyglass. Like, come on now. Seriously? 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 It do be like that. It do be like that. Nice. Good choice. What the fuck? Wait, what? Alright, I think this one should have also named Grindstone. Scalding Tarn was a bit ambitious, I think. But they just didn't know about my mana base. Oh, we drew Painter's Servant. Alright, it's just an easy night. It's just an easy, it's an easy night. Oh my god. Should I hit this Mishra's Workshop? Or I just hit the Grindstone and hope I hit a mana source and try to win? Because I could DT for another Pyroblast. Is it crazy? Am I crazy? Chat, am I crazy? Is this a bad play? This is like, I feel like that's correct. Am I crazy? Ancient Doom. Null Rod. I got null rodded. I got fucking null rodded. I got game 1 null rodded. I don't know, man. I tried so hard. I'm glad I didn't hold it, I guess. Oh my god. Yeah. I got Crucible locked. I knew I should not have played this event. What was I fucking thinking? Incredible. Absolutely incredible. I mean, I don't even think the play I made was wrong. But I could have literally, I don't know, maybe hitting Null Rod doesn't even, like, I needed to hit Null Rod with Pyroblast, right? Of course. Of course. Maybe they'll just never top deck a creature and I'll kill them with Painter Servant. I don't know. My opponent's deck does do nothing. That can't be good. Okay. I have the statistical advantage. I just like, you know, there's only one Null Rod in their deck too, right? So now I lose, right? Because I lose this race. This actually makes no mana, which is fucking hilarious. I love Urza Saga. Great Magic card. I don't really think there are actually avenues where I can win this, right? So hitting the Mishra's Workshop was wrong, I guess. If they had Wasteland, I wouldn't have mattered, I guess. So I would have hit it anyways. Unreasonable. Completely unreasonable. I don't really think I'm supposed to play Pyroblast. I think I'd rather have like things that are always on. I don't know what else to cut. That would be an Oswald Fiddlebender. Cool card. Felt like we were going to win that game for a second. Oh, wow, this is a hand, huh? Keep. So, what does this hand do? I mean, it does something, clearly. think I'm just supposed to say ancestral. Let's see where that gets us. Okay, so oh, I fucked up. Not exactly. Maybe this gives me the most. I was probably supposed to not play something and use my mana confluence. Null Rod. Okay. Should I just get Tinker? Is like Sphinx gonna be good enough? Because like I can technically go get a Tinker and just Tinker into a Sphinx. Or I can just get a Nature's Claim or a Portable Hole. But the problem is because I went for Vamp and didn't play. Well, actually, it's probably really good I went for Vamp and not Engineer. Or else this wouldn't have worked out as well as it did. I would have had to do like over 2 turns. So maybe I made the correct play anyways. Maybe I'm just supposed to go Tinker and Tinker for a Sphinx. I can always play my Engineer later and put a Portable Hole in the graveyard and then return it, right? So I think I'm just going to put a Tinker on top. Kind of wish I had a Blightsteel, but should be pretty good as well. So if I drew a Painter Servant, I could technically play Engineer and Servant, put a hole in my graveyard, and then I could use my Engineer to return a hole, and activate Painter Grindstone. It's kind of cool. I cast a lot of restricted cards that turn. Oh, I got Crucible Ghost Quarter locked because I have no I have no red sources. Oh, I drew the Painter. Damn it. It's kind of funny. I have no basics in my deck. So I still put the Portable Hole into my graveyard. And I use this to make everything red. Because I have pro red. So now they can't even block with a Stonecoil Serpent. And they have to double Ghost Quarter, or I will engineer back my Portable Hole, hitting the Null Rod and activating Grindstone. This deck's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. My opponent plays 4 Null Rods post board, so it's kind of rough. Okay, so they're gonna choose to not do that. So they're gonna Revoker my Engineer instead. Okay. Okay. I mean, if they play like I mean, if they play like a bridge after this, it's pretty bad for me, I guess. I did draw a Welder, which is funny because it's the other. The welder's really good because they block with the revoker, so I can swap out a bridge now. So I think we're gonna win. Karn. Karn for bridge. I actually have a grindstone kill as well because I can swap the null rod. No, I can't swap the null rod. Revoker won't do it. I have to swap out the bridge, which is fine. Yeah, this is fine. Welder, baby. Oh, I also have Nature's Claim Null Rod Grindstone them. That's funny. All right, my deck actually looks sick. My opponent outdrew me a little bit in game 1, but game 2 I cast Ancestral Recall off my Mox Sapphire. So, who's the winner now? Should I bring in Mindbreak Trap? Nah. Portable Hole, baby. This is a good Portable Hole matchup. Portable Hole doesn't hit. Doesn't actually hit Ensnaring Bridge, which is funny, but I actually can't kill my Portable Holes, which is nice. So I have like a pretty solid set of answers to Null Rod. I like how they still had Karn and Snaring Bridge. Like they have to have their exact one of Karn and 7 mana, and they have it every time. It's crazy. I don't know, man. Is this a keepable hand? Doesn't feel like a keepable hand. Like technically, it does have like Saga into Constructs, Servants, Grindstone, but seems like a bad idea. They kept their 7. I'm mulligan this hand. This looks better. And then I guess Portable Hole is at least castable. No, I'm just gonna get rid of the Grindstone. Consult for Painter Grindstone. Are they gonna play turn 1 Null Rod? Off of Soul Ring? Or is it Trinisphere? Ensnaring Bridge. Okay. So this worked out pretty well for me. Because I'm just gonna go Pearl, Crypt, Saga, Karn. And they have to hit the Saga. Unless they have a needle for my Karn. Okay, it's fine. I have Portable Hole for their needle. We're still in business. We're still in business. Good. Good. Yes. I don't know how I was winning that game, but I mean, we'll take it. I really don't think we were winning that game. I'm like very sure we were probably losing that game, but like what the fuck was I gonna do? Cycle my Soul Guide Lantern or something? Start naming things with needles? Like portable hole, quick portable hole pasta. Do I have a portable hole pasta? We have to have a portable hole pasta, right? Portable? Portable hole? No, we don't have portable hole? I gotta go get it then. You think it should be whole? Adcom whole. Let's also call it portable Hulks. I don't think I'll remember that. Oh boy. Okay, wait, I forgot to stop. Stop recording. Stop recording. All right, chat. We're officially caffeinated. Round 2. 3 a.m. challenge. We're up against Blessvon. Blessvon is not normally a vintage player, but has dabbled. I've seen them play prison shops. Not sure what they're on these days. I have the fucking combo though, so I've got the combo though. All right, so so the combo is, and you play a Goblin Welder, and then you engineer a Citadel into your yard, and then you weld it back into play. However, I don't think there's any reason for me to play my engineer on this turn when I can hold open Pyroblast. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to play out my Moxen, and I'm going to hold open Pyroblast just in case they're on like Tinker. And then like this kind of makes my Welder look a little non-threatening if they are on like Revoker. Okay. That's not a good sign because that means they probably have Vigor, which would be bad for the home team. Wasteland. I think Collector. Chat. Fuck. Now I need a top deck. Now I need to top deck a land. So I could have played around Collector Roof by playing my engineer on the first turn of the game. And I would have been able to beat this. And now I have to top deck a land. So I tried to play around blue cards and I didn't, and I should have played around Collector Roof, I guess. I top decked a land though, so what does it matter? I'm just too good at Magic the Gathering. All right, so now I don't have a Sphinx. I can just portable hole it, but then I have no follow up. So I think I'm just gonna put a Citadel in play, and then try to find like Painter Servant, and then Pyroblast it. Or just find portable hole off of this. Oh, fuck off! They're playing mono Green Stompy. We have been fucking brutalized like, we're 1-0, but round 1 we played against main deck Null Rod. And round 2 we're up against mono green Collector Roof Tribal. Holy moly, I picked a bad night. Well, they don't have any follow-up lands though, so that's a good thing. And I can always hold off this Collector Roof. So we have some time. They have a follow-up land. See if they have a second oof. No. Ooh, wait a second. That's a really good draw. That's a really nice draw. That's a really good draw. Oh god, what is this? Second collector roof? No. No, 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 my fucking pyroblast. Okay, at least we get an elk. Fucking. They top deck land, and then played Oko. I guess they once upon a time for a land. I shouldn't say top decked. They're just gonna play another one, aren't they? Yeah, I mean that's pretty on par for that's pretty par for the course. That is fair. All right, I'm gonna try to beat them down with this elk, I guess. If they have a second Oko, I am pretty dead. Allosaurus Shepherd. No, I'm gonna die to that. I'm gonna die to that. I'm gonna fucking die to a Hex Drinker, man. I'm gonna die to that. All right, I'm so dead, dude. I didn't even get wastelanded out of this game, surprisingly enough. I can't believe I got endurance there. That's the most depressing thing that's ever happened. I'm gonna die to this Hex Shrinker, man. Fuck. All right, I have one turn to draw a portable hole for this Hex Shrinker. I drew a Pyroblast. Okay, I don't have... Yeah, I'm dead. Oh my god. I'm so tilted. I'm so tilted. Wait, they're not going to 8? Why aren't they going to 8? So they can eat a spell from my yard? Okay, so if I draw a Painter, I can actually kill this still? I guess I would still kill this. Painter? Motherfucker. I needed a Painter there. Like, really badly, I needed a Painter there. Man, this is so depressing. So... Oh, they gained life. Interesting. I definitely think I would have upped Hex Shrinker and attacked for 6 unblockable, but what do I know, man? They could have killed me this turn. Now I have one draw. I have one draw step. I need to draw Ancestral Painter, probably. Time Walk. I mean, sure. Actually, I might not have enough mana sources that don't deal me damage anymore. I think I'm actually gonna die to the Deathray Shaman. Wait, they have a hard... Fucking stop. Okay, well now I'm not dead to Deathray Shaman. So I have outs. Ancestral, Painter Grindstone. Okay, so... I don't think that actually has anything. Imagine if I drew a... Where's this? So I can portable hole the collector oof. But the problem is I have no follow-up play. So I think we have to cast Ancestral Recall and try to hit Portable Hole. And then some combination. I have like infinite mana once I... Yeah, so I take Ancestral because I have... Once I unlock my Lotus, I have like 1,000,000 mana. So my Ancestral just needs to draw me something. Well, my Ancestral has to draw me Portable Hole, right? If I just get Portable Hole, and I now have a bunch of mana but nothing to do. If I just get a Painter's Servant and I Pyroblast it, I still have nothing to do because, man, that Oko was the most brutal thing that happened to me because my Fiddlebender was the key to winning this game. Fiddlebender definitely could have won this game. Oh, that Oko was so bro. I had Pyroblast for Oko, but I'd like tapped out for Fiddlebender. Maybe I shouldn't have tapped out for Fiddlebender because I saw that they... No, I didn't know that they had gotten the forest. Okay, I'm gonna go for Ancestral Recall, and I need to hit Portable Hole and a combo piece. Close. This would have done it if this was Portable Hole. It was pretty damn close. Yeah, I had lethal. I had lethal if it had hit Portable Hole as the first one of these. That's kind of cool. We could have tinkered if we hit Portable Hole. Like, the problem is I needed one piece of action to go with my Demonic Tutor. Because if I Portable Hole, then I have, like, I have Lotus, crack Lotus, swap Lotus for Sapphire, crack Lotus, swap Emerald for Lotus, crack Lotus. It was pretty close. Yeah, so unfortunately I can't play Painter's Servant and Pyroblast here because I'm 1 mana short. That's so frustrating. So if I had hit a land that didn't cost mana. So if I hit a Saga instead of this Servant, then I could have played Saga, Servant, Pyroblast, Grindstone, kill them. Wow, we were so close in all aspects. Yeah. Wow. I was very, very close. Like, actually just this. If this Gemstone Mine was one of the Painter Servants, I would have won right there. That's crazy. That's crazy how close we were to beating that. All right, well, I have multiple Portable Holes. The problem is they're not super good against Force of Vigor. This only hits Endurance. I don't really care too much about that. I'm going to bring in Sphinx as my way to win, though. Yeah, they could have had Endurance, another Endurance. This is true. I think I have 1 needle, which is fine. I think just Portable Holes come in, and then I don't know what to take out. 2 damage on Shaman upkeep. True. That is true. That's true. That is true. I didn't think about that. I think I'll just take out this top, and I'll take out an engineer. Sure. No, I'll take out this Karn. I don't need this Karn. Yeah, it took too much damage. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty good hand. Like, they have to... I mean, I'm just going to get destroyed by Force of Vigor is the problem. Like, my deck just can't beat Force of Vigor. That's true. We could have Painter Grindstone them and then swapped out the Portable Hole and then hit the Deathrite Shaman with the Portable Hole, maybe? Wow. That's so crazy. We probably could have done that, I think. All right, well, I'm just going to keep this and get wrecked by Vigor, I think. Maybe I'm supposed to, like, hold some things. Like, maybe I could go... Like, I could go Gemstone, Jet, Engineer. How can I do this? If I go Gemstone, Jet, Engineer for a Painter Servant, and then on my turn, I go Emerald, Grindstone, Academy, Hold Open Activation, probably. No, I swap out into a Painter Servant. I don't think I can beat... I don't think I can beat a Vigor no matter what I do, probably. Maybe I just run everything out to get Vigored right away. I could Trinisphere them. It's probably not good because I have to play my stuff first. Could put a Portable Hole in my yard. I'm just going to get a Painter Servant. I'm going to hold these. And what I can do is swap out my Jet for a Painter Servant and then play an Academy, play an Emerald, play a Grindstone, and then don't do anything and go to their turn. So as long as they don't have Oof, do I have enough mana for that? I don't know. Yeah, I swap out the Painter Servant. Yeah. Oh, they have turn 1 Oof? I fucking can't win, dude. How can you have a Mox in every opener? Okay, new plan is to play Urza Saga, I guess. Okay. I want to be able to put the servant in, so I can play that out and play a Saga. And then if they don't Vigor me on upkeep, I can just play Academy. Every time I get... fucking hell, man. This Green Stompy deck. Oof tribal, man. Oof tribal. Yeah. That was a great hand for them. Just turn 1 oof into Wasteland. Covers a lot of bases. All right, let's move this Painter into the field. I do have out still. Pyroblast, I guess, is the big one. Portable Hole. Demonic Consultation. So if I consult for Pyroblast, or Portable Hull. Both of those are 3 ofs. If I consult for Pyroblast or Portable Hull, I can't Grindstone kill them this turn because I won't be able to play Academy. Is that true? Consult. 1 mana Grindstone. I mean, Portable Hull is also bad against Force of Vigor. This deck doesn't beat Force of Vigor. I think we just hold everything up and go for Consult. We can blast at their end step to beat Force of Vigor on, like, to actually make sure the oof dies. But we can't. Oh my god, they're going to play a second oof. Consult for Pyroblast. And Pyroblast the Collector Oof. Doesn't matter. They're going to play a second Collector Oof here, and I'm going to lose. Oh, a library. Okay, yeah, that resolves. I don't give a shit about that. Okay, so I think I think this just works. I think we're going to be fine. I have 3 Pyroblasts in my deck. Consult. Pyroblast. That also fills my yard with engineer targets. No, it doesn't. These are exiled. I lied to you. That'd be pretty good, though, wouldn't it? Destroy Collector Roof. Yeah, I probably should put some defense grids in. You're right. I just didn't. I don't know. It sucks. Like, do you really want to bring in defense grid against the deck that plays 4 Force of Vigor as its only spell? Like, is that really what you want to be doing? I don't know. So I don't think I can lose anymore. Because I have an engineer. So if they kill this Reservant, then I can just put it back in play. Oh, the fucking Shaman. Okay, so I'm gonna play. I can play around Vigor by going to their turn. But if I play around Vigor, I can't play around Deathrite Shaman eating my. So I could just beat Vigor by returning Painter's Servant after they get Vigored. And maybe that's better. Is that better? Well, what do I lose to if I go to their turn? Nothing, right? I should just go to their turn. They can't Vigor on their turn, so I don't know how they would stop this. Maybe they have like a, I don't know, they can't like trophy, they don't have trophy in their deck. All right, cool. This deck has Nature's Claim in its sideboard too? Why? Painter's Servant is in addition. Right? Yeah, it's in addition. So they still can have green spells. Okay. All right, we beat turn 1 Collector Oof. That's a good sign. I think I want to take out this Trinisphere. Yes. Well, it makes colorless cards colored, so not exactly. So I want Needle for like Wasteland and Oko. Probably better than... Right. I don't think it would end up mattering based on what I know. So actually it would... So the thing that would have beat me on their turn is if they had the Nature's Claim. Because they could nature... No, they don't have enough to Nature's Claim and eat with Shaman. So that's not true. Never mind. There are decks that have things that shuffle back, yeah. This hand looks pretty bad. Even if I go like turn 1 Welder, turn 2 Consult for Engineer or something, it just looks pretty bad. Let's just mulligan this hand. I think this hand's good if we don't get turn 1 Collector oofed. Well, they can't Nature's Claim and eat main phase because they would not be able to draw. Because if they Nature's Claim, I can return the Painter Servant with the Goblin Engineer. They kept their 7, so I assume I'm dead. I mean, their whole deck is just Collector Roof, right? But they can't always have Mox and Collector Roof. Like, sometimes they have to just have Deathbright Shaman. I do need some more help. That's definitely help. Okay, so a big question is going to be... do we just play everything out? So if I wanted to play around Force of Vigor, I could theoretically go draw land and go land, Mox, Painter, hold open Pyroblast, and then I can go Mox Grindstone. But if I play Mox Grindstone here, I have 3 mana. If I play Mox and play Painter, they can respond by killing both of my Moxen. I think I can hold and like try to draw like an Ancient Tomb to give me like a lot of another Painter. Okay, well. Okay, well, I have Painter and Pyroblast, and if I draw a land, I can play Grindstone and kill them. I'm not gonna play Grindstone here. I'm gonna hold open Pyro. If they wasteland me, it sucks, but whatever. Like, I need to be able to beat the Collector Roof, I think. So I want to hold open Pyro for it. Okay. Eats the Verdant. Do you also have Collector here? Okay, they have Wasteland. Oh no. Wait. What they just misdid this? Now they can't play Collector Roof. Why didn't they just Wasteland me and go to their next main phase and play Collector Roof? This shouldn't work. I'll take it though. I got Mental Mist. I fucking hate this game so much, dude. I am so unlucky. Holy shit. Oh my god. That's a good draw. It's crazy, man. It's so crazy. Hey. Okay. All right, so I need to draw a colored source and a portable hole or a pyroblast. Blue, Time Walk, sure. Don't care. I mean, I played around everything. What do you offer me? I think I played right. The misstep was the killer. Like the wasteland was pretty bad for me, but the misstep was the killer. I think I would rather get this deployed now. All right, so I need a colorful mana source. And probably a portable hole, I guess. Needle. Stop. All right, new plan. Draw blue land tinker. New plan. Okay, well, colorful land gets me somewhere. Oh, my opponent drew a black source. Of course they did. Of course they did. I mean, opponent's deck is entirely predicated on the fact that Collector Roof beats Vintage, so... Are they going to play an Oko? Is that what's happening here? Like, my opponent's deck is only playable because 4 Collector Roof is actually a thing that can happen. I really needed to draw a red land there. Or, sorry, like a colorful land there. I do think like we've just had outs to win all of these games too, which is the craziest part. Like our opponent has played turn 1 and turn 2 Collector Roof in all 3 games, and we've won 1 and almost won 2. Like we were very, very close to winning game 1. This game, I mean, I think that if my opponent doesn't have mental misstep, we probably win, but they just steal my Painter Servant so that I can't double block the oof and played a second Collector Oof. It's crazy that my opponent can just draw all gas and no lands in their like mono no draw spell deck, but here we are. Okay. I think I'm out of time actually. I don't think I can even get there now. Yeah. All right. Well, that's a really bad pairing. What can I say? We played against round 1 4 null rods, round 2 4 null rods. So I picked a bad time to try to have fun, I guess. Fuck. I just finished an energy drink too. I should not have drank an energy drink. That's crazy. My opponent drew like no extra lands, mono action. Bro, he turned 2 null rotted me in game 1 of this tournament. Not that game. Such a God, it's so sad. It's so sickening. I do think that if we had another multicolor land, we probably were going to be okay, but too late. We did beat a null rod in the other game, but we've won 2 games where we got oofed and null rotted, so I'm not like it's not been the end of the world. But oh man. I just like can't think of worse pairings than 4 null rod deck and 4 collector oof deck. At least the round is over. Go right to the next round. Okay, here we go. Round 3. We're playing up against a combo wizard, a tinker master. So this time we don't get null rotted, which is nice. However, I'm not sure this hand is going to be good enough. I mean, I technically have Painter Grindstone and 2 mana on turn 1, but that doesn't kill until turn 3. And against a PO or a Breach deck, I don't know if that's good enough. Against Breach, maybe it's good enough. Maybe I can go turn 1 Welder Grindstone, turn 2 Servant. It's possible that's good enough. Even simply drawing an Ancient Tomb makes this hand a hell of a lot better. Ancient Tomb lets me just go Painter Servant Grindstone on turn 1. Couldn't play Karn early. Even just hitting fast mana is pretty good. I decided that tweet is not worth. I don't know. I think this hand has upside against like some of the slower draws from like a Breach deck. Like if they're running back Breach from their top 4 today, then I think this hand has some reasonable draws. Like the Breach deck, it does not look like it's like super fast Breach. It's got Ragavan, Dak, Hull Breachers and stuff. Painter Servant blocks Ragavan pretty nice. Hit Lotus Petal too, huh? Interesting. So I wonder if I should... So, Should I play Welder and Servant? Using my Petal? Or I could play just Servant and save my Petal. And that way I can draw land and go Grindstone lethal. What do they have for interaction? They have... Where are the Force of Wills? 16, 23, 45, 51. There were no Force of Wills in this list? This is what I suspect my opponent's list is. 16, 23, 45, 51, 57, 60. Interesting. Okay. I'm just going to go play my Painter Servant. I'm not going to name blue anyways, just in case. But I'm going to hold this Petal and then try to draw land and go Grindstone lethal. Also, Christmas Monkey is fun. Oh, I guess I could have just played Grindstone. Wait, why did I do this? If I draw a land, a Grindstone's still lethal. Oh, they have Tinker. What was I thinking? Who cares if they don't have Force of Will? I didn't have a turn. Oh, they brick. Any brickers? They bricked? So I still need to hit a land drop. Mana Source. Pyroblast. If I had named blue, I could kill this Citadel. If I had played Goblin Welder, I could weld out this Citadel. Everything I did, any other line, if I took any other line, I think I would win this game, but now I'm not so sure. Bless. It's really funny. Yeah. If I had taken any other line, I think I would have won this game. That's crazy. All right, well, I mean, my opponent could still brick, I guess. I was like, I think in general, I'm not supposed to name blue against the Ragavan deck so that they don't, like, put together a Force of Will off of a non-blue card. Like, that's the reasoning, right? Like, you don't typically want to name blue because you don't want to give them forcible blue card. But if I think my opponent doesn't have Force of Will, then... Well, it also turns on their Pyroblast, and they're playing 4 Pyroblast. So maybe it is always correct to just name green here, and this is just how it has to be. The thing that's tilting me is... Oh, that's pretty bad for me. The thing that's tilting me is that if I had played Welder on turn 1, that would have covered this, and maybe I should have. Breach. Does this just kill me? They have Lotus in their hand, so they can just vamp for for brain freeze and I lose. Man, this is tilting. This is so tilting. Wow. I'm so sad. Oh, they just have brain freeze. Okay. Well, it do be like that sometimes. Interesting. So I needed to have drawn a land instead of this Pyroblast, or I needed to have played Welder on turn 1. It didn't really make sense to me to play Welder. Wait, if I had played Welder off of my Petal, then I would have been able to make an additional mana. So it would have been exactly the same still, but I could have been looping. I could have looped a Lotus Petal in. I wonder if I was supposed to play Welder on turn 1, and like that would have stopped Citadel. That's the only thing I'm thinking about. All right, so my opponent's going to bring in a Braid and Biforce, but that's kind of it. So I don't really think I care about Portable Hole for Ragavan. Maybe I'm going to bring in Nature's Claim that hits Citadel and it hits Reach. I'm going to leave in this Trinisphere. I don't really... Maybe I'm supposed to have a lantern I can weld. Maybe I'm just going to keep a claim in for tutorable options. I think this is fine. I don't really feel like going harder than this makes sense. I can't believe this deck doesn't play any Force of Wills. Oh, claim hits Saga. I don't really care about Saga too much. Oh, they have a Needle? Yeah, maybe I should have actually. So, I mean, the only way this gets countered is if they have a mental misstep. I think I'll do it on my turn in case I hit a Moxen. Or I can just play turn 1 Mana Vault, turn 2 Karn. But they're not actually... Yeah, they actually only have 9 artifacts. So they played Tinker on turn 2 without even having enough artifacts in their deck to be playing Tinker. This deck is wild. Yeah, I'm going to keep this because I think I'm supposed to just cast Ancestral on myself here while I can't get Pyroblast. I don't really feel like I get blown out by Saga at all. I don't feel like I care about Saga at all. This deck is not playable. How did they top 4 with this? That's wild to me. How can you just not play Forcible in this deck? And like, how can you play Tinker with 9 artifacts? One of them being Black Lotus. Sure. I don't really understand, but I'll take it. I mean, we'll see what happens. Oh, I should have kept a Needle in so I could needle their Saga with my Saga. I guess I can just needle Saga. I just get one anyways. Okay, it looks like they're going to crack their Soul Guide Lantern. I don't really understand, I guess. And I have looping Soul Guide Lanterns here. I can... Probably just winning with Saga tokens, to be honest. I can get Bifrost, but that doesn't matter too much, I don't think. So what I can do is I can Karn my Mox Pearl. So I can make a mana with my Mox Pearl. And then I can Karn my Mox Pearl to kill it. And then I can swap it with the Mana Vault. So I can swap the Mana Vault in later. But I also have a DT. So can I win the game this turn? I can just win the game with Lotus, right? How short am I? I'm 1 mana short currently. But no, I'm not mana short because I have a Goblin Welder, right? I guess I could also go for like Vault. I think I just will win with this. So I guess I can get Mindbreak trapped. They don't have a Mindbreak trap. I don't think they have anything that stops this. Yeah. I don't know why this deck doesn't play Force of Will. I can just do whatever I want. Slasher, how did a deck without Force of Will top 4? I'm so confused. This is what I'm playing versus. Like, I would never have made any of the lines that I made if I didn't know that my opponent just has no Force of Wills in their deck. This deck doesn't it doesn't play Force of Will, and it doesn't have enough Moxen to support Tinker, or it doesn't have enough artifacts to support Tinker. It's crazy. It's wild. I'm gonna just bring in another. I wanted to bring in a Needle, and I was gonna bring in. I think these Pyroblasts are actually just not very good. Well, they hit Tinker and Hull Breacher. I don't care about Hull Breacher. They hit Tinker. I don't know if that's good enough. I think I'd rather just play a bunch of claims. They're not hitting my mana, so I can just claim shit. Well, I mean, it's a Dingless. It's a Dingless build. I just don't know what Dingless was thinking either. I was just trying to figure out what's going on because I don't really understand. Man, this is a bad hand, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the list Dingless posted, and then Matt Brown just took it to a top 4. It's crazy. Like, so my biggest problem with this hand is that I know my opponent. Maybe my opponent boards out Pyroblast. Probably not. Like, if this doesn't Ancestral leave a Pyro for tutoring purposes, like what am I gonna tutor? Like, I can always tutor for a claim. It does everything the same thing that Pyro does and more. Well, I guess if I wanted to protect myself from them tinkering me, but I still would have Nature's Claim for it. I don't think this hand on the draw is good. Like, I have Painter Servant Grindstone, but I'm entirely based on Ancestral Resolving, and I think that's just like too big of a risk. I'm gonna mulligan this hand, I think. Yeah, this hand's much better. Keep. Am I gonna keep claim, or I'm just gonna take the 3 mana and Karn? I think I just want to get rid of Karn, keep a claim. Because I'm just going all in and hoping that they don't have a Bifrost or a DAC. Yeah. Okay. I mean, let's hope I don't get tinkered, I guess. They just, I can't believe they just don't have force. Like, maybe I might, If I draw a land or a mana source this turn, I can go like Painter, pass, hold open, claim for Tinker. Okay. So now I think I want to go... Do I still just want to play Painter Grindstone and make them have an answer? Or I can hold open... I can go Welder, Jet, Grindstone, Emerald, hold open, claim. They do have lightning bolts. I think this is better. This lets me play around a lot of cards. It doesn't kill right away unless I draw an Ancient Tomb or a Lotus or like a Mana Vault or a Mana Crypt or a Tolarian Academy, but I have claim for their Saga. I mean, that's pretty good too, right? They have a Braid in their deck as well. Okay, I'm gonna just claim this Saga. I love claiming Saga. Like Nature's Claiming Saga is it's a good feeling. No, I don't think so. I think I would still rather like play around the Mana Crypt Tinker. Maybe not. Maybe they would never play Mana Crypt Tinker. I don't know. Maybe there's some more upside that way. Okay. All right. Well, I am short currently, and I have no more counterplay. But I have the thing with the stuff and a welder. Should I play out this gemstone mine? I don't think so. In what universe would I want to have played out this gemstone mine? If I draw ancestral, I guess. If I draw demonic. I don't want them to know I have nothing, but maybe it's fine that they know I have nothing. I think if I draw any spell that costs like multiple mana. So my opponent has to have multiple pieces of interaction. Like if they bolt, okay, so they're gonna bolt the welder and then like abrade the other thing. Okay. So I think they have lightning bolt plus like maybe Bifrost for 1 or something. Yeah, I was probably supposed to hit the Saga on the stack. The Goblin Welder being an extra thing they had to kill was pretty nice. I mean, if they don't do it right away, I'm just going to not do it until I have an opportunity. Like on their upkeep or whatever. And I know if they don't do it right away, they have to have a braid or bolt, second bolt or a first abrade. They could have Bifrost on this turn. They could have so they could have a needle on this turn. They could have Dak on this turn. They could have Tinker on this turn. They could have Breach combo on this turn. Those are okay, what'd they do? They Bifrost for 1? Okay. Well, that means if I draw a Painter Servant, I am still far away from casting, so... Not good. Not good. So they have 1 Delve spell in their deck, and I can mill them into pieces of Underworld Breach, so I think milling them is bad. Milling myself isn't particularly good when I already have the things I need either. Okay, another Saga. I have... Oh, I probably should have hit that one on the stack as well. Because now they can cast Hull Breacher. I'm really bad. Is it 4 a.m.? It is 4 a.m. Okay, yeah. If they play a Hull Breacher and I die to 3-2 beats, it's my own fault. Yep. 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 Another misplay. Huh. I think I'm going to lose this game. Well, if I draw a Painter Servant now, I do win on the spot. So that's nice. Welder, Engineer, Servant, Demonic, Time Vault. Maybe like playing these out is bad because of Dak and Biforce. But I won't have any mana left over, so like once they Biforce me, I won't have very much left. Maybe it's still correct to hold it. Brainstorm with a fetch land. Okay, I guess we lost. Yeah, I mean, I lost this game by just not hitting. I mean, they would have played it on the next turn, I guess, but I just no reason not to hit the Saga on the stack because I'm gonna do it no matter what at my end step, anyways. Really bad play. I can't believe I'm gonna lose to a deck with no Force of Will. I mean, I have no Force of Will, I guess. Oh, and they hit their Delve spell. Okay, well, it's pretty bad for me because now they can just breach kill me. This deck is wild. Doesn't even play a Twister. Like, if you play 3 Hull Breacher, shouldn't you play a Twister? Or a Wheel? Like, you can wheel and that doesn't affect your breach, right? Something? Just playing like a naked 3 Hull Breacher is... I don't really understand that. Like, why... Like, would you even leave in Hull Breacher versus me? You know I don't have draw spells in my deck? Wouldn't you rather take out other cards? I guess you have to take out Pyroblast? I don't know. So they've hit their 3rd Saga. And then they're going to Demonic for a breach kill? Okay, cool. Alright, well... I guess if you don't need to Force of Will anything, not having Force of Will is pretty good. I could have, like, Grindstone Response or something, but it doesn't seem very good. Like, if I'm them, you could even just Demonic for a Braid, and like then I can't win, right? I also maybe could have just not had Nature's Claim, and I could have gone Karn. But then I would have lost to the Saga tokens, so... Okay, I mean, this technically wins in 2 turns, but I don't think that's enough time. Pretty sure it means we're dying. I guess it's better to put... Soul Guide, Lantern, or Key in my graveyard. Because I already have a Painter Servant combo. I don't know. Does it really matter? Like, I'm definitely getting breached, right? Well, maybe they're planning on breaching me with this Saga getting Lotus, so maybe I have time. Maybe this is just a Braid. I mean, it's still pretty bad for me if it's a Braid. It is a Braid. Okay. Okay. Well, maybe I have one more turn to top deck a Painter Servant. Kind of has to be a Painter Servant now. Can be a Key, I guess, because I got the Soul Guide Lantern. Oh, no, they top deck Lotus. Okay, well, I lost, I guess. Hull Breacher was completely irrelevant. I don't even think this card should be in their deck post-board if they don't have a Twister. Like, if they had a Twister in their deck, they could have Demonics for Twister, and then Twister me with Hull Breacher. I don't know, man. We mulliganed to that hand, right? And the only thing I chose to do was a Karn over a took a Nature's Claim over a Karn. There weren't any other changes I could have made in that game. They just had enough answers, right? They had a Bolt for Welder and a Biforce for the Painter because I didn't have enough fast mana to kill them beforehand. You know what the real problem is? I didn't draw a Saga. I feel like if I had a Saga, I would have been able to play this game better. I haven't really drawn very many Sagas, actually. Huh. Okay. All right. I said I was going to quit after 2, but I have my energy drink, so now I might as well stay awake. I'm versing House, who's on Dredge. I'm in the 1-2 bracket. I have Painter Grindstone turn 2 kill if they don't have Counter Magic or Force of Will. But I also have a follow-up Tinker if I draw Blue Source, so I think it's worth it. Obviously, if they have it'd be interesting if they grief me. I assume they would take Painter or Grindstone or something. I don't think this hand is like that good, but I don't think it's like. I think it's good enough. They did grief me. I wonder what they're gonna take. If they don't have a counter spell, they might just take Tinker. If they have Force of Vigor, they can afford to just let these both go and just take Tinker. If they have correct number, it's 3. I mean, you can play 2 sometimes, depending on if your deck. I think if you're playing a true PO deck, I would play 3. If you're playing a deck that has PO but doesn't need PO, I would play 2. And I would only play 4 in decks where Metalcraft is a huge deal, like 8 cast or Reed has some interesting takes on deck building. Like he's playing some cards that I think he enjoys that may not be the strongest, like Wheel of Fortune. All right, so they actually had Bridge Grief. That's pretty interesting. So they did take Painter. Hopefully I'll take a blue source here. That could be good. Obviously, if I get Vigored, it's pretty bad, but I'm just going to deploy Vault Key and make them kill me in time. See if it happens, I guess. I also have a blocker. That was a really bad dredge from them. They missed after 1. Oh, they have Grave Troll, though. Okay, well, now they have triple bridge. So I assume this is going to be 1 turn too short. Not a great draw. I assume this is going to be... Wait, no, it might be enough. If they can't kill me on this exact turn... Wait, no, we should be good. I think we actually win. 12... They have to hit like a number of chills that's not possible, I think. They have 2 more chills in their deck. Did we just win? We just do the classic turn 1 Saga Time Vault kill you? I guess so. Huh. I'd rather save life. A nice game 1 win against Dredge. I actually think Dredge probably... I mean, they have Vigor, but we have a lot of things we can do. Actually, I didn't put that many in this build. What do I want to take out? Blast, I guess. Leave one target that I can maybe kill a Bazaar with. Where's my other needle? Oh, it's here. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that went well. I even have the fun side quest of welding out a hollow one for a serum powder. I think this hand's not good enough on the draw. 1, 2. Maybe? I'd like to have 2 pieces or a combo. I'm gonna mulligan this. Okay. I think I'm gonna just put away a pearl, and the reason is so now a saga is a lethal draw. They're down to 4 cards, and I have 2 pieces of graveyard hate, so I feel pretty good about this. I like that mulligan that I took. Neither of these are a needle, so they're not permanent. And if they have a hollow one, I don't have an answer to it currently. Mulligan to 3. So if they go like turn 1 Bizarre Hollow 1, which is totally reasonable, I could still lose to that. But if they have just a Dredge draw, I feel like we should be in decent shape. Okay, so they kept a 3-card hand. Let's see. This is going to put them to 1 card in hand. So they want to see a hollow one and they want dredgers. Do they have a hollow one? No. Okay, so we're going to get to hit their dredger here, which is going to put us pretty far ahead. Soul Guide Lantern's pretty cool like that. No reason to play in a Mind Break trap. I'm not going to play anything out. Obviously, this plays into like Counter Magic and Grief, but I think they're looking to find a Vigor for this Soul Guide Lantern. Don't think playing out multiple pieces is the way to go. Hmm. Hmm. So I don't have either pieces of my 4 of combo, but I could go for engineer. No, I built this off stream during the day today. I used a similar list from before. So my biggest problem is if I tutor for something, I only have 1 key, so I could whiff. I could lose my key. So I guess the best thing to tutor for is just always going to be an engineer. I guess I can get negated if I do. I still think I'm going to do it. I think the best thing to name is Goblin Engineer because it's a 4 of and it plays into everything here. So I lost 23 cards and I lost Grindstone, Ensnaring Bridge, Painter Servant, But I didn't lose key. See if they drew a force, I guess. The problem is this also just loops the Soul Guide Lantern for them, which is definitely problematic. My deck, these kind of Welder Crypt decks are usually are usually quite good against Dredge because they just play a lot of graveyard hate loops, which means you have a lot of very live draws. Okay, so what I'm gonna do with this is just put the key in my yard so that I have a way to infinite combo. I could actually probably cast a Sphinx. But I can't bring it back because this is an engineer, not a welder. So I could go for Needle on Bazaar, but I think just putting key in my yard is where I want to be. I'm going to just hold open Soul Guide activation. If I get Vigored, yeah, this is fine. I can still win next turn if I get Vigored because I can just play Crypt, play Tolarian, play Time Vault, swap something out. Hey, Dogs. I'm doing okay. A little tired. All right. This is fine. I don't have to pop this lantern. Obviously, I can if they will on Dredge here. Like, I'm not going to lose to one bridge token or an Icarid, so. Geeky Jackson's awake. Playing Cube? Geeky Jackson. Agreed. Agreed. Well, good morning, good night. It could be going better. So if they have a Vigor here, I don't get my Saga killed, which is nice. Wow, 34 months. Crazy. They milled over 3 Vigors. Wait, why did they dredge? They weren't supposed to dredge. They were supposed to draw. If they had drawn, they might have hit it. I don't know what happened there. Maybe they accidentally hit dredge. Yeah, I mean, if I had to pick a matchup to play with the Goblin Engineer, Goblin Welder deck, it would probably be dredge. So I'll take it. I'm gonna not be able to do very much here with the bottom of these breakers, but I guess I don't know. I'll just play it out. It's what, 2 more rounds? That way I can leave the data up overnight. Or, all right. Round 5 of 6 versus Bart, powerful combo wizard. I mean, it's a little bit of a greedy hand, I think, but I'm pretty sure I'm willing to keep it. They mulligan to 5. It's a good start for us. We don't have... Our hand's a little sporadic here, but we have options and colors. And if we draw things like Ancient Tomb, it's pretty sweet. We should have lots of good draws to complement this hand. Then obviously we have Ancestral Blue mana. Ooh, excuse me. So. Cool. All right, my opponent kept their 5. See what they have for us. Saga. Soul Ring. Okay, Saga, Soul Ring, 3 cards in hand. I think I'm going to jam Ancestral. Ooh, I now have Painter Grindstone. I just need mana. I think if they have blue card Force, so be it. If they have Mental Misstep, it's pretty bad, but I think this is the worth jamming because of exactly that. 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 6. Okay. I mean, that was the best my Ancestral could have been. we lived the fucking dream on that one. Our Ancestral drew us what? 5 mana? Our Ancestral drew us 5 mana. And we drew Grindstone for turn. Shit. Well, okay. So I'm going to bring in Mindbreak Trap. And I'm going to take out... Ancestral did what Ancestral does. I'm going to take out Portable Hole and an Engineer. And I want to play 1 Claim to tutor for. And I'll take out Top. Don't ask me why I made any of those choices. I have no idea. Nah, it's not true. I have some reasoning. I'm not gonna share it with the class because I'm a good streamer. Got to keep them in suspense or something. They're a combo deck. They're a Saga deck and a Tinker deck. What else did I bring in? I think that was it, right? And then this is just kind of slow and cuttable. And I like to trim Engineer when I don't feel like it's necessary. And Portable Hole doesn't have enough targets. Okay, this hand has problems. But if it hits a mana source on turn 1, I think it's quite good. I need to hit another mana source on turn 1 for this hand to be good. Maybe it's fine. Maybe I can just go like Ruby Vault, Painter, Needle. I'm gonna keep this hand. I really want to see a mana source so that I can hold up Pyroblast or play Welder. Oh, now they know my whole hands. I'd like to be able to not use my Ruby to play Mana Vault if possible. I mean, they have a 7-card Tinker hand, so could always just die as well. Ancestral? Yeah, that's a good one. Probe into Ancestral. Ruby, Emerald. I really want to be able to hold open Pyroblast next turn. I really, really need to find another mana source, please. What do I do? Well, I think I just jam my cards and hope they don't have anything. Yeah, I think I'm just going to play Painter Grindstone and hope they don't have anything and try to draw an Ancient Tomb. They know my whole hand, so if they have a combo kill, they just kill me. But I think holding Ruby and holding open Pyroblast and not doing anything is never going to win me the game. Whereas this gives me options to win the game. So if my opponent gets a Tinker here, and they have to play an Opal or a Sapphire or a Lotus or a land to do the tinkering. So I have a good chance of them bricking. It's because they're a Saga deck. I think they're playing... I'm not sure which Saga deck they're playing, but I assume this is going to be a Tinker, but this can brick. This can absolutely brick. So if this bricks and I draw an Ancient Tomb, okay, that's not exactly a brick. Okay, fair enough. Well, those were not bricks. None of those were bricks. Ay. Okay, well now I don't think we can win. And eliminate. Okay. So the biggest reason to not make things blue is because my opponent is playing Force of Will. And so you can make a non-blue card blue for their Force of Will. And typically there are not that many targets that you want to Pyroblast besides like a Bolas' Citadel. So I think I technically still can have outs in this game, so I'm going to keep playing. They're at 3 life. So if I hit like... I can play a Welder as well, which is pretty decent here. I think playing a Welder is better than Pyroblasting a Narset. I think this is going to give me the most opportunities to win. They found a Dismember. Okay, well, now I can concede, I think. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think I like keeping the hand I kept. They just had Probe into Ancestral, and I needed to hit a Mana Source, and I didn't hit a Mana Source. Do I want to bring a Portable Hole back in? So that I could be tutoring it for a Needle? No, I don't think so. This is fine. My opponent had a really strong draw. Probe Ancestral into Vamp Tinker is good. Like, that Tinker has a really high chance of missing as well. Like, it looks like they're playing Blue-Black Saga or something. So the Tinker can easily just hit a land on top and be dead. In which case I would have the ability to top deck mana and kill them, which would have been pretty sweet. But obviously hitting Time Walk is like the absolute best thing you could hit, so... Maybe hitting top is the absolute best thing you can hit, but Time Walk has got to be pretty close too. I mean, I have some really good pieces for this matchup. I think it should be fine. And my opponent did not have a Stellar 7 though, and I need to keep maybe a better hand. This is too greedy. Like a Karn is good, but I don't think it's good enough to keep this weak of a hand. I'm gonna put this back. This hand is completely non-functional, so I will put this one back as well. My opponent kept their 7 on the draw, so it's gonna be pretty hard. All right, well, we just haven't drawn really mana, unfortunately. So I guess I will continue going to 4. Okay, so this is my 4. I get to keep Saga, Ruby, Time Walk, Confluence. No. Because I can't play... So maybe I keep... Time Walk. Maybe I keep Saga, Ruby, Confluence, Trap. I think that's better than Karn. I just mulled a 4 and kept land, Mox, Mindbreak Trap. I'm so fucking dead. That was a really bad set of mulligans, unfortunately. We haven't had like terrible mulligans, but that was very bad. You gotta be fucking kidding me. All right, well, that was the absolute worst possible thing my opponent could have played on turn 1, probably. Okay. I mean, I don't get to make a token. I guess I should just hit this now. I can get negated. Hit this on their upkeep. I can pay for a fluster. Also puts a spell on the stack. I think I want to make a token. But maybe not making a token this turn is enough for this not to be good. I don't know. I don't know. We mulled a 4. We're very dead. It's kind of shitty to not get to play. They play their own Saga, so now I can get a needle for Saga after. It's demonic. Gonna get Ancestral now, or Tinkered, or both. Ay. Oh my god, Lotus. They're playing around Mindbreak Trap? Damn. It's so bad for me. That's what happens when they know my list. I just killed a freaking Urza Saga. I should have held the Nature's Claim, I guess. I don't know. Doesn't matter. My opponent gets to just Tinker or Ancestral or whatever they freaking drew here off of their Demonic, so I don't really think it matters what I do. They went for Urza. They have Urza and Ancestral. They went for... I'm so confused. What are they doing? Dismember. No, it's a 4/4. Okay, sure. Oh, that's not a great one. Kind of need to draw Tinker there. I also have Tinker in my deck, as well as Demonic and Vamp and Consult. Oh god, Mana Crypt into Tinker. So they did Demonic for Tinker and just had all those other cards. Man. So I technically can weld this out if they were to brick, but they didn't brick. They had an Ancestral on top of their library. Why don't my opponents ever brick? They're playing like 7 Sagas in their deck. Why don't you ever draw your Saga? Jeez, okay. I could have trapped something here. I should have probably have trapped the Narset, but I don't know. I was obviously just too tilted. Sad day. They have a fluster off this Narset, so there's no point in trapping. So maybe I'm supposed to trap so that I don't get my Tinker top deck trapped. But this doesn't do anything. Whatever. Yeah, I'm probably supposed to have trapped something so that my Tinker didn't get trapped, or doesn't get flustered when I draw it here. Oh, I just named blue. Yeah, I'm probably supposed to name blue. It just doesn't matter. Anyways, we're very dead. Uh, mulling to 4 and having my opponents tinker me is not gonna do it. Well, we're gonna have to play for our money back, huh? Brutal. All right, 6th and final round. Gotta get our money back here. Let's burn it. Let's murder. Let's murder. Yeah, let's murder. Keep, not keep. Keep, not keep. That's an awkward hand. Any colorful land. Any rhinestone. Is this a keep? I think it's a mulligan. I think we only have 10 draws that are good. Well, 8, 9, 10, 16. It might be half of our deck, actually. I'll try it. Oh, they're on aggro? 2 1/3s could be good against aggro. It's possible this is playable. This is a bit of a risky keep, but I think it has enough going for it. Like, I think about half of our deck are good draws, and sagas are decent draws in this hand as well. So I think any non-tomb land is a good draw. So any non-tomb land is a good draw. Petal, Lotus, Jet, Sapphire, Grindstone, Top, Trinisphere, Karn. It's pretty close. It's pretty close to half of our deck. Maybe it's a bad choice. I don't know where my opponent is, though. I guess I took exactly the same amount of time as they did, so I don't get to comment. It looks close, though. It looks close. I think this is within the realms of keepable. Especially if my opponent's on blue, if it's on black-white aggro, then I can play. I mean, I have 2 1/3s to block with. So I probably will name blue. I guess they could be not on black-white aggro, but they seem like an aggro player. Yeah. They have played Is It Tempo and Prison Shops. I'm gonna say they're probably on Ravager or Mono White or White Black. So, all right, I'm gonna come back when they're back. My opponent has a mulligan. Let's begin. Okay, they're F6'd. I'm gonna name blue then. Name double blue here. Unfortunately, naming blue does not mean my mana crypt makes blue. That'd be quite good though. Pearl, Soul Ring, Mana Crypt. Fetch land, Karn? Uh-oh. Kill my Mana Crypt. Interesting. I would have drawn lethal. Uh, That's pretty funny. Should draw the blue source. So I like my keep. If my opponent goes for lattice, it's not a lock because this is going to go to 2 and then I'm going to kill it. I don't know if they know that or not. Guess we'll find out together. I am upset I need blue, I guess. I still have like mana confluence, Tolarian Academy, and Gemstone Mine to play this Tinker as well. Yeah, they can't go lattice here because then this card will just die. Are they just gonna do it anyways? Or do they have PO? I mean, if they have PO, I lose. Like, well, yeah, sure, why not? In the tank. Okay. They're using their Karn. Are they gonna get a lattice? Please? They did. They went for lattice. Nice. Oh god, if they have a lightning bolt. Oh, they have PO. Okay. Fuck. uh, 3, 6, 8. So they don't have Karn lattice yet. So I can still draw Mana Confluence and Tinker into Pyroblast. I know one of their cards is a lattice. All they need to do is have one Force of Will though, because I gave them blue. But if I need to draw a Mana Confluence or Gemstone Minor Academy, and then Tinker into a Citadel. So now they can just play Lattice and plus Lattice. Yeah. I mean, I drew the blue card and they just played turn 1 card. I feel like my opponents have just had much stronger draws than me in this tournament. Oh, wow. It's no longer... Huh. Damn. Like, I can do this as well. Like, I could play turn 1 Karn against their, like, 4 Moxen draw, and I would also win. But my draws just haven't been as good. It's not like they cast Ancestral or anything. They just went turn 1, 4 mana Karn. Alright. Trap, trap. Flame. Yeah, and I lost. I don't know what you want from me. I think my opponents have been murdering me. I don't know. I'm only into 4 in that match. What else did I cut? Alright, I guess we'll try again. I mean, I did have the turn 2 kill there. I just got canned. So, not that bad. This hand has... Yeah, this is a nice one. This is a good one. I've got Citadel combo. So I'm gonna go Emerald Vault to try to bait a mana. Try to bait a my mental misstep. Okay, so if my opponent doesn't have something crazy here, are they gonna turn 1 card me again? Slasher. I got turn 1 card twice. Okay, so if I draw a land, I can still do Engineer and into a Citadel. It's so fucked up, man. It's so fucked up. Okay, I'm gonna go for an Ancient Tomb. I lost Manifold Key, Karn, Trinisphere. I guess I can go Lattice here. They just have a fucking 3 Moxen draw. uh so I guess I'll recap at the end, but we've had just yeah, they get to make a token and then then stand up Lattice and protect their Karn. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Cool, 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 cool. My hands were good there. They just weren't turn 1 Karn good. So to recap this event, we started off by playing against the deck with 4 Null Rods. And then we played up against the deck with 4 Collector Roofs. And then we got breached. And then we destroyed Dredge. And then we got tinkered. And then we got turn 1 Karn twice. So we got Null Rotted in 3 of our 6 matches. Which I guess is what happens when you go down to the 2-4 bracket, but damn, what a abysmal showing. And I don't know, I kind of felt like our deck looked good. When it worked, our deck seemed like it did the thing, and it was pretty powerful. But we just like got null rotted too many times, and it wasn't very good to get null rotted too many times. Anyways, I don't really feel like the deck was like incorrectly constructed. I definitely had some instances where I could have played better, but I don't think there were like drastic ones that like were super damning. And I think if we just like drew a little better and my opponents drew a little worse, and maybe we hit some better matchups, we would have had a decent showing. I don't know. It's weird to play this kind of deck that doesn't have forces, because you are at the will of your opponent going turn 1 Karn. But the thing is, like, we had the same likelihood of going turn 1 Karn as our opponent did. In fact, we probably had a higher likelihood of going turn 1 Karn than our opponent because we play Ancient Tomb. So, like, if the roles were reversed and we just had a turn 1 Karn hand and they had all those Moxen, like, we would also have won. That's a pretty good example of why Karn is restricted, because those Karn mirrors, as Karn being a 4 of, were just atrocious. Absolutely insane and horrible magic. So that was a pretty good glimpse of why Karn is restricted. Oh, man. But in general, I thought the idea here looks sound. Maybe we'll try it again some other time. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. I appreciate that. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel on YouTube. That'd be really appreciated. And if you're on Twitch, make sure you're following there as well. I will see everyone in the next video.